Please listen to the legal disclaimer at the end of this video. Good afternoon, this is Boiler. This is Credit Rage Uncut number 5. Today I want to talk a little bit about what to do if you get sued in county court over credit card or probably almost any debt, but I mostly focus on credit card debt, so that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. So you'll get a summons, and the summons will have the lawsuit with it usually. I'm speaking generically because it's a little bit different in every county, but you'll want to read the summons and the lawsuit thoroughly. And then in there, it will usually tell you a day that you have to reply by. So say it's 30 days from now, 21 days, whatever it is that you have to reply by. So you definitely need to reply by then or you're screwed. So reply by that date. And how you reply is, how I would reply is, I have 3 answers. I either agree, deny, or I'm without knowledge. So for example, if they say your name is Boiler Williams, or your name is Boiler Williams, I would agree with that. That's not much to disagree with. Boiler Williams lives at, and then they say my address, I agree with that. On December 13th 2009, Boiler Williams opened up an account with Chase Bank. If that's on there, I deny that. I'm not really sure of the date when I deny that. It's like, do you really know the date that you opened that? I don't know. There's no proof. Deny it. So by default, I deny everything. Some of the things that you would answer without knowledge are, for example, if it said Chase Bank sold the Boiler Williams default account to Palisades on, make up a date, June 3rd 2010. I'm without knowledge. I don't really know that they did that. I don't know if they did or they didn't, so I would answer without knowledge. So those are kind of how you want to answer it, and I don't get into arguments about anything specific. It's just those 3 things. I can't think of an exception when I have filed with more information than that, but in general, your answer isn't going to win you your lawsuit. So I don't put any information in there. I save the information for when I need to put it on the table. I don't show my cards before I need to, by putting everything, all the objections I have, in the answer. I've never seen an answer get a case dismissed, and you're not motioning the court to dismiss the case, so all that information that you're putting in there, to me, is just showing your hand and letting your opponent see what you're up to. So I never do that. So you definitely want to answer. That's the one thing. And then I always put in a notice of dispute, saying that the dispute is that the debt is disputed. I don't agree with that there isn't I have no proof that there is an account. I have no proof that the balance is correct, and on down the line. And I have a form for that. If it's not posted on my website, just email me and I'll send it to you. And let's see, what else can I tell you about the local suits? If you go through a local suit, the local courts, in my experience, are as close to rigged as you can get. I was just talking to a friend today that's getting sued in local court here in Colorado, and he was asking me what to expect in this pretrial conference that he's going to. And I told him when I went to my pretrial conference, it seemed like not only did I have to focus on the issues that the plaintiff's attorney, the bank's attorney, had against me, and these bogus affidavits and all that, but I also felt like the judge was on their side, and it was clear that he was on their side, and he just wanted me to pay him and get the hell out of his court. So I really think that there's a pretty good possibility that if you just go to state or local court, that you're going to lose. It doesn't matter what happens, you're going to lose. That being said, what can you do? So before you have a judgment against you in county court or state court, you should file a federal lawsuit. At least that's what I would do. You have a good chance of winning in federal court, and if you win in federal court, everything that you had it against you in a judgment in the local court, you can roll into the federal court as actual damages. So if you had a credit card and somebody sued you and won for $7,000 in the county court, as long as you file your federal suit before that judgment comes out, then you can claim that in your federal courts, in your federal case as actual damages. So something to think about. And also, when you're involved in a county case, these local kangaroo lawyers aren't used to being sued in federal court, so it really gives you a strong negotiating point. And really, at that point, you may just want to have both cases go away. The federal case you give up, and they give up the local case, and everything washes out, and you live to fight another day against probably somebody else. But that might be your end goal, and you're in a strategic advantage if you file a federal lawsuit and they know it before you go into court. The sooner you can do that, the better. And it's not uncommon for them to want to pull you into a little conference room and talk to you and negotiate a settlement. And if you have a federal lawsuit going and they have the local lawsuit going, I would think you would just want the county court case to go away. So you might just say, we'll wipe everything clean. But you might want to be a little bit scrappier than that and ask for your filing fee back from the federal court, which is currently $400. But just some things to think about. I really have a jaded view of county courts and your ability to get a fair trial there, or to get any kind of fairness at all. When you file any papers in the county court, especially the first time if you've never done it, I suggest that you go 4 or 5 days before your document is due and not wait till the last minute. And the reason that I say that is the first time that I filed a response in county court, I went up to the window, had all my paperwork, gave it to the lady. She looked at it, handed it back to me, and said, "This is rejected. It's not suitable to file." So I went home, thought about it a little bit, and I thought, well, I don't even know what's wrong with it. And this battle axe county clerk of the court, that's hard to say, rejected my document, and I don't even know why. So I went back the next day, and it wasn't the battle axe, it was a normal human being. And she looked at it and she goes, "This isn't right." And she looked at it and said, it should say state district court instead of county court, and you need to change that, and then everything will be fine. And I said, I thanked her. I was like, "Thanks, you saved me a lot of time." So I went home, and the next day came back. So I'm on day 3. It took me 3 days to file this document. And so I looked at, well, why did I think it was the other court? So I looked at the lawsuit that was filed against me, and the lawyer had done it wrong. So I had just copied what the lawyer said. So they let the lawyer file it, but they didn't let me file it. And that's not really all that uncommon. Based on what I've seen, you definitely want to give yourself some slack time to screw around with these stupid clerks. There's some very, very good clerks out there, and my experience is that almost every clerk that I've dealt with has been really good and really helpful. But there is one in our county that I know. If I see her at the window, it's just like, just come back another day. But especially in federal court, I've never seen a clerk that wasn't at least okay. 90% of them that I've dealt with have been great and have done everything that you could ask for them to do given their role. So anyhow, file your response. You got to do that, and then file a federal lawsuit. That's my advice when you get sued in county court. So that's it for today. My name is Boiler Williams. My website is notlegaladvice.org. I almost forgot my own website. And if you hang on, I'm going to roll a disclaimer, and then it'll have some other information on there on how to get a hold of me. But if you go to my website, my Facebook page is on there, my Twitter feed is on there, and there's a mailing list on there also. So anyhow, thanks. Have a great day. This is the legal disclaimer. While the information on this site deals with legal issues, it does not constitute legal advice. The materials in this video and related websites are provided for informational purposes only and do not constitute legal advice. We do not advise on the application of law to an individual's specific circumstances. Although we go to great lengths to make sure our information is accurate and useful, we recommend you consult a lawyer if you want professional assurance that our information and your interpretation of it is appropriate to your particular situation. There are no lawyers in this video or on the notlegaladvice.org family of websites. The contact information for this video is notlegaladvice.org, that is the main blog, nlapublishing.org, that is the main book site. The email address is boiler@notlegaladvice.org. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me. I'd love to hear from you.